Hi guys, welcome back to Unstoppable Vibes. My name is Elizabeth Wambua and I'm back with another video. This time a different one because you are not going to see me talking on the camera. So guys, what's important is that you take the message I'm about to share. For the returning subscribers, thank you so much for choosing this family, for choosing to walk with us on this journey. For those of you who have not subscribed to this channel, kindly consider doing so that you support me and make the channel grow. On today's video, I want to talk about something many people see but very few truly understand. That not every woman struggling out here chose that life. Some are doing the unthinkable, not because they want to, but because life pushed them to do so. Before you judge, I just want to tell you their story because we as human beings, we sometimes tend to judge people depending with how they behave according to their lifestyle, how they do things, because we don't understand them. That's why we judge, and it is not good because we don't have to understand everyone. Not everyone is there to tell them your story, and not everyone is there to tell everyone their story. So guys, that is what I want us to talk about today, that we should not judge anyone, especially women, because I have seen a lot of women nowadays suffering, going through very tough times, through hard things, doing even the unthinkable, as I have said, just to feed their families, to feed their kids, to put their kids at school, just to give them a better life. And even at times, their families are looking up on them, and they need also to give their family, maybe their parents and siblings, a better life. So there is a reality many hide that everyone doesn't understand. Most of us don't get to understand why people do that. As a woman, me personally, I have been in this town for the longest time, and I've seen this too many times. A woman may be your neighbor, someone you know, someone maybe you came from the same village, someone you were schoolmates or classmates at some point. They find themselves in a tough corner. No job, no partner, and no support. And worst of it all, there is an hungry child depending on that person. Here we are talking about the woman, because at the end of every relationship, the end of every marriage, the women mostly are the ones who remain with the kids, and they struggle to feed the kids. Those women are not lazy. They are not stupid. They are not useless, but they are just stuck. They don't know what to do. They don't have anything to do to feed their families and their kids. So what do you think they have to do? They do what they think they can do, what they feel it can feed their families. And sometimes they end up doing things that hurt themselves, despite the fact that they are getting money. Sometimes they end up being misused, hurting, and just going through a lot to make sure their families eat and feed well and live a good life. So if you see such a woman, don't judge them. If you can help them. Do we ask ourselves what is the root cause of these problems? Do we? Because I understand not everyone is going the same as what the people in the streets are going through. So let us be honest. Most women don't wake up and say, now I want to be on streets, I want to go there and suffer. Nobody wants to suffer. Nobody wishes themselves a bad life, going to the streets and doing a lot of bad things there in the name of just getting money. No one wishes for that. But poverty doesn't give you any opportunity to choose between the the street life and the normal life. You don't have the choice. So what do? Many of them end up going to the streets because maybe at the end of the day, someone thinks there it is where they might get peace, not even peace. They will get food, they will get money, they will get rent, they will have to put their kids at school, they will dress their kids, they will give their families, their parents, their basics, you know. Many of these women are left alone. Sometimes they are left by their partners who disappear when things get hard. Most of the times, especially when marriage ends or there is that maybe relationship and there is a kid involved there. So if a man walks away, sometimes he leaves the woman with the kid. Most cases, women are left with the kids. And when the guy leaves, he doesn't want to support the kid simply because they are not in good terms with the mother. That is very wrong. I wish men could understand that even if your woman wrongs you, don't put that anger to the kids that you can't even support them. You can't even think about them, their education, food, what they are going to wear. You know, that's so bad. You take the grudge from your mother, from the mother to the kids. The kids who are very, very innocent. Do you know there are men who never support their kids at all, at all, at all? And again, there are those women who don't even see the need of the men because they are not there for the kids. So if I'm a woman and you left me 2, 3 years, 4 years, I have your kid, then after sometimes you want to come back to see your kid, and I say no, I have the right to say no. Me, I normally support that. If someone has never been into your life, he left, let them live. And let you live in your own peace. Let them be, and let them let you also be. Sometimes these people you see out there, they don't have anyone to call, no relative, no family, no anyone to support them. And what about the society? Society only shows up to judge. Society, it is me and you. We are told that we should work hard, sure. But where are we working hard? How? No capital, no job, no one to even borrow even a coin to buy a food. You know, it is so bad. It is so hard. People need to understand this. And these people, when I'm saying they are going to the streets, because maybe you are judging them, but you can't give them their basics. They need school fees, they need rent, they need food. And when that landlord is coming to knock that door to ask for the rent, the landlord is going to ask that particular person in that house, you will not be there. You know, the baby in the house, when the baby is crying for the food on an empty stomach, and you as a mother, you are there, you don't have food to give that kid, you don't have rent, you know, desperation now takes over. That's why people now decide to go to the street. Because I have not gotten a job, no matter how many times I try to work to look for a job, I can't get it. So if at the street I can be able to get food, to pay rent, to pay school fees, why not? I'll go there, do what I'm supposed to do, and at the end of the day I get the money and I'll pay my bills, I'll keep my kids at school, I'll give my parents a good life. We as the society, it is wrong. It is wrong because sometimes we end up judging these people, as I have said before. The society does wrong. Now, here is the sad part. Instead of helping those people, we shame them. Instead of asking them what pushed you there, we say what? She's just like that. We gossip about them, we laugh about them, we call them names, but we never offer an helping hand to those people. But my question is, why are we so quick to point fingers and slow to understand the pain? We don't even have the time to understand about these people, what they are going through, what made them to be what they are doing. You know, what made them to be there at the streets, what pushed them there, and why they are doing what they are doing. But I think we can do better. This is how we can help them. Because sometimes maybe you don't have that money, yes? You don't need money to help. Sometimes just be kind. Be kind enough to talk to these people. Even if you can help them with something like, what do I call that, like a job. If you can help, give. If you can offer some skills or even connections, do that. But stop judging, stop calling them names, stop gossiping them. Let's build safe spaces where women can be real without shame. Let's teach others how to earn honestly and grow without fear. Let's check on each other, especially the quiet ones who we look at them and we say so and so is always strong. Maybe so and so doesn't go through hard times. The strong ones in quotes sometimes are breaking inside their heart, and they don't have maybe anyone to cry for, no one to tell their story, and they are just like that. We say don't look like your problem. That's why you look at some people and you say they are strong. Yes, they are strong, but you don't know inside them what's going on. They really break. Even in their silent rooms, they break, and that way, when they walk outside, you look at them and you think they are strong. They are not maybe strong. They are just doing what they have to do. They don't want to show the society what they are going through, because they know mostly the society will always judge, call you names, and gossip about you. And before I finish this conversation, I have a message to all struggling women out there. To everyone listening to this, if you are doing what you must do to survive, know this: you are not alone. You are not dirty. You are not worthless. You are not stupid, and you are not lazy. You are just a mother doing her best. A mother working hard to feed her kids and her family. Your situation does not define your value. Better days will come, and I pray someone helps you race without asking you to explain your pain first. Just help you. That is the destiny helper for each and everyone who is going through this tough time. Not even the women alone, even the men outside there who also are going through the hard time and they don't have someone to talk to. May one day meet that your destiny helper and help you come out of that situation. So guys, if this message touched you, please like, comment, and share it. You never know who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And until next time, stay strong, stay kind, and stay unstoppable. See you guys on my next video. Bye bye.